This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, Memorial Hospital COVID-19 testing dashboard update. Home Depot theft results in arrests. Jasper mayor signs new executive order. Also, Kirk will be in with sports. All this and more coming up on WJTS TV News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center in Jasper has updated its COVID-19 testing dashboard. As of Wednesday afternoon, 901 tests have been submitted. 780 negative results have been submitted, 14 test results are pending, and 186 positive results in DuBois County. Now, please remember, a patient's address will determine what county reports the positive case, not the county where the test was administered. For more information, visit mhhcc.org. Indiana's COVID-19 numbers have been updated. As of Wednesday afternoon, the Indiana State Department of Health is reporting 1,871 deaths. 32,437 positive cases, and 235,333 individuals have been tested for the virus. Here are the numbers for our viewing area. We'll start off with DuBois with 186 cases and 2 deaths. Pike has 6 cases. Spencer with 17 cases and 1 death. Perry with 35 cases. Martin with 9. Davies has 84 cases and 16 deaths. Orange has 124 cases and 22 deaths. Knox with 25 cases. Crawford with 23. Posey has 16. Lawrence has 146 cases and 23 deaths. Gibson has 14 cases and 2 deaths. Warwick has 165 cases and 28 deaths. And Vanderburg has 253 cases and 2 deaths. To see a map of cases by county, head to in.gov/ISDH. Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide has signed a new executive order suspending the enforcement of certain municipal code sections. Vonderheide says the executive order allows flexibility on codes regarding signage, parking, permitted outdoor seating, and more, so that businesses can attract more customers.
We're saying we will restrain from enforcing some of the existing codes that businesses might have found useful at this time, extra signage being one. We feel like that anything you can do to get your potential customers in the doors is pretty much game right now. And
these temporary enforcement changes are in effect until August 31st. This executive order does not permit signage to be located in the right-of-way or displayed in a way that would negatively affect the visibility of traffic or otherwise cause a safety concern. Vonderheide says that he collaborated with several entities to come up with this order, such as the Jasper Chamber of Commerce and local businesses. Vonderheide says that this may not fix the problem, but it can definitely help those who need it.
I feel like this is a good step. It's not a silver bullet. It's not going to fix the issues of people not coming into the storefront, but you know, with what they've done with their safety plans in order to protect their shoppers and in order to protect their workers, and what they've done as far as marketing, I think this gives them a little boost.
To view the details of the order, visit our website, WJTS.tv. A Paoli police officer has pleaded guilty to conversion. Paoli police officer Tyler Phillips was charged with and pleaded guilty to a Class A misdemeanor count of conversion. On January 21st, Paoli Police Chief Randall Sanders requested for the Indiana State Police to conduct an investigation into Officer Phillips. Phillips was believed to have taken several items of evidence to his residence and had not placed them into evidence at the Paoli Police Department. It was also alleged that Phillips had conducted a controlled buy of methamphetamine and had kept the methamphetamine in his possession instead of placing it into evidence. During the investigation, it was discovered that Phillips had several cases where evidence was missing from the evidence room at the Paoli Police Department. It was also discovered that Phillips had several items of evidence in his possession that had not been placed into evidence at the Paoli Police Department. Phillips pleaded guilty to the conversion charges on Tuesday in Orange County Superior Court. 3 men are facing felony charges after stealing from a department store in Jasper. 50-year-old Ramon Stroud of Louisville, 18-year-old Jordan Armstrong, and 37-year-old Howard Stiltz of Winnemac were arrested on Tuesday afternoon and charged with a felony count of theft. On Tuesday, just before 1 p.m., the Indiana State Police were called to the report of a theft at the Jasper Home Depot and that the suspect's vehicle left the store with 3 occupants, heading north on US 231. A Martin County Sheriff's officer saw the vehicle a short time later on US 50 near Ramadai Road in Martin County. After a traffic stop, all 3 occupants were detained and identified as Stroud, Armstrong, and Stiltz. Inside the vehicle were 2 generators stolen from Home Depot with a value of nearly $1,200. All 3 men were arrested and lodged at the Martin County Sheriff's Office. Armstrong is facing an additional misdemeanor count of possession of a cannabinoid. Stroud is facing an additional misdemeanor count of operating a motor vehicle without ever receiving a license. Local counties are seeing a spike in April's unemployment rates. The Indiana Department of Workforce Development released the county-by-county rates on Tuesday afternoon. Daviess County took home the top spot with an unemployment rate of 8.4%. Martin County was not far behind with a rate of 8.8%. Du Bois was ranked 84th in the state with a 10.6% unemployment rate. This is over 4 times greater than the March unemployment rate of 2.4%. We also reached out to the Indiana Department of Workforce Development to see if April's rate broke a record. According to their records, this is the 2nd highest rate since the 1980s. The highest rate in Du Bois County was 11.3% in April of 1982. Numbers for the surrounding counties include Spencer and Warwick counties at 13.1%, Perry at 17.8%, Orange at 25.8%, Pike at 15.2%, Crawford at 16.4%. The state's April unemployment rate was 16.9%, which is higher than the national rate of 14.7%. Huntingburg City Council had an online public hearing Tuesday evening to receive public comment on an application for a USDA rural development loan. The purpose of the loan is to provide funding for improvements to the city's wastewater treatment plant. Teresa Chris Hartwig with Commonwealth Engineering led the hearing with a brief overview of the project. Commonwealth Engineering was hired to develop a report on the current state of the wastewater treatment facility. Chris Hartwig says what they found was that the city's current treatment capacity was being overloaded.
On a monthly basis, the treatment plant is reliably meeting the NPDES permit limits. However, the wastewater treatment plant is currently operating in overloaded conditions. The wastewater treatment plant was designed at an average flow of 1.114 MGD and a peak design flow of 2 MGD. The current daily average flow is 1.417 MGD and the maximum average daily flow is 2.645 MGD. So the wastewater treatment plant is not able to treat the maximum monthly average.
The issue surrounding the treatment plant stems from the growth of the city through business and residential development. The last time improvements were made to the treatment plant was in 1996. While there are no current environmental concerns, with no action, there could be in the future. And no action would mean a halt on growth for the city. Commonwealth developed the project based on the city's current and future needs. The total project cost, including both construction and non-construction costs, is estimated at $19,767,100.
The application to rural development is for the loan portion of this project, with the expectation of also submitting an application to the Economic Development Administration for a grant in at least $3 million. We hope for more, but that is the least that we're expecting.
The city's timeline for the project is submit the funding application by June 30th, with a response by July 31st. Bids for construction are expected to be advertised in November of 2021, with construction to begin in April of 2022. Completion of the project is estimated to be October of 2023. French Lick Resort is set to start reopening after COVID-19 related restrictions halted operations in March. French Lick Resort has been developing health and safety plans since mid-March, creating new protocols for employees, like temperature checks and face masks. Beginning on June 1st, West Baden Springs Hotel will reopen to the public, but in reduced capacity. French Lick Resort will be taking reservations for stays beginning July 1st for guests at French Lick Springs Hotel in Valley Tower. There is no word on when the casino will reopen. Penalties for cancellations have also been relaxed. French Lick Resort Cook Group Vice President Chuck France says that French Lick Resort is open for questions and concerns that customers may have. For more information, call French Lick Resort at 812-936-9300. The DuBois County Sanitation Department and the DuBois County Solid Waste District is providing a large dumpster in Ferdinand. The dumpster, located at the DuBois County Sanitation Department's Ferdinand location, is for the convenience of DuBois County residents and is designed for large household items. With this new dumpster comes regulations. Each item, no matter the size, will cost 8 stickers or $12 to dump. The county asks that the customer unloads the items themselves. The county will not provide assistance. There will be no recyclable items dumped into the dumpster. Any carpet must be properly rolled and bundled to unload. No electrical items, such as computers or TVs, will be accepted. If the dumpster is full, customers must take their items elsewhere. Any questions and concerns can be directed to the Solid Waste Management District Process Center at 812-482-7865 or the DuBois County Sanitation Department at 812-482-5505. The Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles is extending their hours for Election Day. Branches will be open on Monday, June 1st from 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Tuesday, June 2nd from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. During these times, the BMV will issue ID cards and driver's licenses to be used for identification at a polling place. All other BMV services are not available June 1st and June 2nd. Appointments will resume on June 3rd and will be required for all transactions. Appointments are not required for these 2 days of operation, but service is limited. State law requires all BMV branches to open to the public for extended hours on Election Day and the day before Election Day. To meet law requirements, Hoosiers needing an ID for voting do not need to make an appointment. All customers and employees will continue abiding by the CDC's social distancing guidelines. For more information and to schedule an appointment, visit in.gov/BMV. Indiana conservation officers in Crawford County Sheriff's Office saved a man's life after he floated 7 miles down the Blue River. This past Sunday, an intoxicated man passed out on a raft with a bottle of rum in his lap was seen floating down the Blue River in Crawford County. Conservation officers tried waking him as he floated down the river to no avail. A boat was sent out after the man to prevent him from going over the Milltown Dam, but the man washed up onto a nearby shore and officers were able to reach him. The man was arrested without incident. Now we'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.